Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Wong. I'm going to give you a quick overview of a little utility base that I've designed. This base is essentially a fish trap base, if you've ever seen something that looks like this, and a hemp base put into one. It requires a shallow body of fresh water. So it's a bit of a niche thing, but you'll see that it can be very useful if you happen to be playing a wipe and have an area like this near you. Let's give you a quick tour of what I am currently calling WoodWorks. I'm calling it this because the main innovation is these raised wood foundations. So these raised wood foundations allow you to crawl under a little crawl space where your hemp grows. It's protected by sheet metal foundation honeycomb, kind of similar to furnace bases. Much more difficult to soft side than stone. For a hemp base, they can still soft side and not a huge worry. It's just a hemp base. The main innovation is that you can do this. And so, never tried to grow hemp in this before. I don't blame you. It can be a little tedious, but essentially, what most people do is they fill up jugs at whatever water source. Hopefully, they'll near a water source. It's really not even worth it. Just throw some seeds in your furnace base and call it a day. Yeah, so you fill these up, switch to your other one, have to go through that slow animation, come up here, dump them out, do it again, fill it up, switch to your other one, slow animation. Maybe you have a whole hot bar of it. You got to do that animation a lot. The innovation of this is simply fill it up, keep it in your hands the whole time, jump, throw it up there, and it will actually splash straight onto the planter. So it's very quick if you leave a nice little walking ring around where all your planters are. It's very quick to get them fully hydrated. And the advantage of this is that a typical hemp seed in the ground will give you 10 cloth. Hemp seed in a planter that you don't water will give you, I think, 14. But if you water it, and you water it well, you can get up to 40 cloth per plant. And so with 8 planters, that comes out to about 2,800 cloth, a little over. And so, it's just a good way to catch up if you've been running low. Back here we have our TC. I took the design from WoodWorks. One notable base is the Valkyrie. I'm not doing a whole hexagon, but it just makes it a little bit more annoying than just a simple stone reinforced glass window. You have to get through 2 of them, or approximately, the cost of sheet metal grade. Upkeep, you see, is very manageable. Got a little loot room over here, triangles. Do it however you want. This isn't the best way to do it, but I would encourage you to have a barbecue, because these fish traps will sustain themselves as long as you keep them fed with more cooked fish, which cooked fish is a suitable bait to catch trout, which is what you want. Trout give you basically 10 low grade, because 8, but then when you convert it into low grade, it's about 10.3, 10 low grade per trout. It's really not bad, and you get this, raw fish turns into 4 cooked fish. Basically all the food and cloth you need for the wipe. Yeah, so let me know what you think. I've got, a lot of other builds that mostly specialize in caves, but this is just a quick little, utility base. A little silly thing, but if you happen to live near freshwater, you try it out, you may find out that you like it. Yeah, it's pretty efficient, low upkeep, very quick to work because of how you water it. 15-minute nights in vanilla. Easy 2K cloth during that time. You could be wasting otherwise. And with a little base like this, just some quick little things I want to mention. Some of the efficiency points is, let's say you get a solar panel, you don't need it for your main base, you already got electric. You just throw it up here. I would do it whichever way you prefer your solar panels to face. North, south. On this server, I look east to west. and I see that the sun is on the south side of that line, so I faced it south. But I'd place it right here so it covers this spot, just so that if they wanted to like X-Glow splash in, you'd be covering basically the best spot to do it. Another little efficiency note is that a lot of bases like this over here, you know, typical hemp base, you only have planters, you don't really have exposed soil. So in this base, sorry about all the no clipping nonsense, you'll notice that I clone a full plant from the soil, I get 5 clones. I clone a fully developed plant from a planter, still only get 5 clones. Even though you get more cloth from the planters, you get the same amount of clones. So be most efficient, you know, let's say you have a bunch of hemp seeds. I'd plant like new seeds in one area, clone them all if they're good, plant them in a different area that you can keep track of. If they're not, just throw away those clones, you know. But basically what the day-to-day of it will come down to is like it's nighttime, or like your friends are AFK or whatever, you have some extra time to kill, you just spawn in here, you know, you already have some good clones growing, you go, you pick everything up there, you just grab it from your good clone pool, you go, you plant them up here, and once everything's planted, you know, you water it. When you start to run low on your pile of, you know, good genes down there, you just plant some more seeds and hope you get some more good. That's about it. Pretty easy, massive cloth. Having cloth, you know, every Rust player knows, huge advantage. Get meds, clothes, and you can also just save rope that you would have recycled otherwise, and use, you know, actually bother to research sewing kits, and use all your extra cloth to make sewing kits for good armor. Yeah. And, you know, other efficiency notes. If you happen to get a small battery, just pop her down in there. If you happen to get an extra large battery that for some reason you don't need for your main base, it'll fit right in here. You know, any electronics like root combiners, blockers, just throw them on this wall. Lighting for growing hemp doesn't really speed it up a lot. The only reason I like having it is to make my life easier at night. That's up to you. You can do your own tests on it. I don't really think it makes it grow a whole lot faster. So I just, you know, point of the base is to be cheap and disposable. So small battery directly plugged into a solar panel, directly plugged into a light so that you can see at night. That works for me. Happy to get some of these from the road, you know, throw them on. You don't have window BP, you can use shop fronts, cost a little bit of extra metal, but yeah, that's it overall, you know, just a little silly utility base. Let me know what you think. If you happen to have one, or, you know, have your base, you know, your dead mother of your Rust group, you know, build one for them. They might enjoy it. Well, get you a lot of food and cloth, low grade, and might be a good wipe. Never know. If you want to see how to have it built, or how to choose the spot to build it, and how to go through the steps as if you were on a live server, just let me know. I'll make another video. Thanks. Peace.